You know, 10,000, well, nearly 11,000 feet, isn't it? Elevation at the airport.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains.
Are you going to fly with real weather?
I am at the minute. I
Oh,
can
are
hear.
you?
I don't know if it's right, but there's like a thunderstorm going on in the background.
Yeah.
I'll see how it goes when we get a
Yeah, let's
bit
see.
further.
We need to change.
I'll turn my live weather on now. Come out. Oh, look at that terrain on that G1000. That's awesome. Whoa, thunder.
That's quite loud, isn't it?
Yes, I think we do need to be over 15,500 feet at one point.
Yeah.
Just 16, just
Great with the headphones on, it picks up everything, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely. Got 7.1 surround with these headphones as well, so.
Yeah. Miss.
Yeah, it's immersive. Yeah, definitely.
So is the weather pretty bad over there then, is it, Roberto?
The weather?
Is the weather right now, yes? No.
Here in Lima, no, it's
Yeah.
a little bit of sun.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we normally have gray winters, but today is not too much sun, but a little bit of sun.
Yeah.
16 degrees, maybe 17.
It's not too bad then.
No, today is not too bad.
Do you get proper winter then, do you? Snow and stuff like that?
No, here in Lima, no.
Oh.
We have 14 degrees, 13 degrees. That's the coldest we have.
That's our hottest here, that's our summer, that is.
Summer is not too much. It's 29 degrees,
Yeah, it's nice. Comfortable.
but a lot of humidity. So
Yeah.
the sensation is it's very hot.
Florida was like that when I was over there. Very, very sticky and a lot of showers. So how far away are you from where we are now? Do you live far from where we are now?
From Manu, yes, it's very far.
Oh, right. It's quite a big country then.
That's on the rainforest. And I live in the coast, so you have to pass over the mountains and then get to the highlands. Here in Lima, we don't have storms. We have a storm, not really a storm, but some thunders every 10 or 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
Normally we don't have, because of the high mountains, the kind of clouds that can make a storm, they stay on the high mountains, on the Andes, and they don't get to the coast. So we don't have storms. Actually, sometimes in clouds that came very far from inner the sea, and sometimes some clouds that get used to pass through the mountains, but it's almost every 10 or 12 years, and it's just 5 or 10 thunders and lightnings, and that's all. But we have one this year that lasts without rain, just a little rain, but it lasts like 2 or 3 hours. It was very, 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 very rare here in Lima.
Wow. Climate change.
I love storms, but maybe because we don't have here.
Yeah, I saw quite a few when I went to Florida a couple of years ago. Oh, it was scary. Never seen anything like it. It can rain like hell over there, and then it'll just, within 5 minutes after the rain, you wouldn't even know it's rained. It just dries up that quick.
Jesus.
But how loud they are as well, it's scary. I mean, storms in this country, they don't bother me, but over there it was horrible. I was getting ready to jump under a bed and hide. That's why they don't get them in South America. They push them up to North America, let them have all the weather, don't they?
See.
What have the updates done on the G1000?
I haven't looked at the changelog for this the latest 7.0.1. I haven't looked.
It's just
looks
it was
like
a quick update, wasn't it?
Yeah. The details, a lot of the terrain, like on the detail, that looks amazing now. I think it was more for the functionality of it. I think there was something that weren't working as accurately as it should have been, so I don't think it's noticeable that quick
Bugs.
one they've done.
Are we taking off from 2-1?
Wherever. Whatever end I'm nearest.
Which end are we at? We're at runway 3, aren't we? Kind of.
We are.
You
yeah.
disappear from my screen. Can you see me?
I can see 2 aircrafts. Yeah, I can see you, Roberto. You're right at the start of the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that keeps disappearing on mine is the names, and then they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Does anyone remember the name of the river?
I've not done this one before. I'm quite looking forward to this.
Yeah. I remember now. You lose it.
Let me see if I can pronounce this river. So I think it's the Rio Alto Madre de Dios. Is that close? Is that close?
That's right. That's
Madre. Is that mother? Is it?
It's mother of God.
Ah. See, I know a little bit of Spanish. Padre is Papa. Father.
Yeah, that region, that department is Madre de Dios. So there's the river. It's Madre de Dios, but that part of the river is high Madre de Dios river, because it's on the upper part of the rainforest.
So we're going to be following that upstream or downstream then?
Yeah, we follow the river up to following the GPS more or less until we cross the river.
Yeah.
Then we have to. First, we are going to climb 3,500 more or less. Then, when we cross the river, we have to start climbing until the waypoint Lomo.
What we putting our initial climb at then at the moment? Just around about 3,500. We're just going to go straight into.
Depends how steep, how far, what's the distance between Le Mole and the next one, Atomics, because that's where we need to get to the highest altitude.
I'll measure it on here.
I might just go straight to 16,000 straight away.
Evening, Richard.
Evening, Richard.
47 nautical miles roughly.
Have you got your oxygen packed?
Just checking there's no snakes.
Hi, Roberto. Everybody okay?
Yep.
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah. It's another week of drama in the UK with no petrol, no diesel.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
People that can't read the freaking news properly.
Exactly, James.
Well, they're to blame anyway, the freaking news media.
I agree. Just for context, Roberto, there was a media story started last week after a few petrol stations, and literally a few, didn't get the deliveries on time, because in the UK there's a shortage of HGV, big delivery vehicle drivers.
Okay.
And the media have spun this into such a massive story that more people than should have done have headed straight to the petrol stations over the last 4 or 5 days, filled the tanks. So petrol stations are doing 5 times the amount of business in one day. And obviously they're going to run out of fuel because they don't, it's not piped into them. Tankers have to deliver it, and it's been an absolute shit show, to be perfectly honest. It's example of the media just misbehaving and so inappropriately. But anyway, it's so if you've got fuel in your car at the moment, you're one of the lucky few, I think. And
I waited till last night. I went and got fuel last night for the first time. Only because I was down to about, well, it was just in the red, so I thought I've got to get some now. As they were limiting £30 for one transaction, which is fair enough.
Well, you've got to be going on a bit of a journey if you need more than 30 quid's worth of fuel. I mean, that's going to do you 250 miles, isn't it, give or take?
Exactly.
All these numpties that were filling up like 6, 7, 8 petrol cans as well. And she bought a load of 2 litre bottles of water, emptied that out on the forecourt and started filling them up with petrol. Like, really?
Probably flogging them on Facebook Marketplace.
Someone filmed someone topping up their diesel or petrol, £3.16. That's all they put in.
Oh my goodness.
It's just pure ridiculous.
How much cost the... Do you use gallon or liters?
Litres here.
It's priced per litre, but most folks still work on miles per gallon, I think, don't we? I think you sort of always try and translate it's about £1.35 in the UK, at the moment. That's
for
unleaded.
More or less like we have here.
But I think something like 85% of it is taxed to the inland revenue.
Yeah, it's not much profit in fuel at all. And some of the garages have been putting it up as well, haven't they? Crazy prices.
Yeah, they have. Where we live, £1.42 one of the garages put it up to.
Really?
Yeah, in Blackburn.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's the news from the UK, Roberto. How's Peru?
Well, we have just one good news inserted of all the bad news that we have, because we have a pro-communist government right now, so it's they are very bad news. But yesterday in Lima we have zero deaths of COVID, so I think that's a good news, because Peru is one of the country, if not that country that have managed the worst of all the planet, this pandemic. So it's a good news. Yesterday nobody dies, at least here in Lima.
Yeah, that is good news. Just gives everybody a bit of hope.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's not really making the news too much in the UK at the moment, is it? It's
gone down slightly, hasn't it, this week? The
problem
UK.
The problem here is that the governments do nothing to get more UC beds, and we stay with the same capacity that we had at the start, and it was very bad capacity. And that's the thing that makes people hungry.
No backup plans.
No.
Because it is not a so deathful disease. So
it's not sort of taken as seriously as they should be doing. I don't know.
I think it's the same happened here though. They spent all that money on getting all these incubators made and everything, and they didn't have the staff anyway to man all these extra hospitals they built.
No.
Is everybody ready?
Ready when you are.
Ready when you are.
Right. Let's go.
Looking forward to doing this one. Gutted about last week. Still having problems with that. YouTube have blocked my account as well because they hacked that as well.
Hey? No way.
Yeah, they were spamming all these Bitcoin videos on there on my account.
Bad run, James.
I deleted them as soon as I knew about it, but YouTube now I've had to send in loads of proofs of this, that, and the other. And they want IDs of all the videos I've deleted. Well, how am I supposed to find that out?
Yeah.
They're gone, they're history. I don't write anything down, I just got rid of them quick.
Is that? I think it could be a lot worse. Is that as bad as it's got for you, or has it got?
I haven't noticed anything else. So Facebook, nothing happened on that luckily, because usually messages go to all random people on there, but I haven't had any issues with that one. So it was my Google account, I got notified there's something that changes and the password's been changed, is that another?
Yeah.
So Google's linked to a lot of things, isn't it? YouTube, your emails.
You port to the internet.
Yeah. Because it saves all your passwords as well on there if you choose to save it.
Yeah. I don't know where they actually stored. They must be stored. We on Google servers somewhere, there wasn't they?
Yeah. So if you go to your settings, there's go into your passwords, you can tell you all your passwords that you saved.
Sorry that I interrupt. What such a nice view through the left window, seeing the river when we take off. Huh? Have you checked it out?
Yeah. Beautiful. Just pure trees everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to get lost down there.
You need what's that survival fella called who does the TV programs?
Michael Bellamy.
No, I think it's a bit more current. Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
There's another fella in there. It was ex-SAS. He got into a bit of trouble, didn't he, for something a few months ago.
Oh, Ant.
And yeah, I can't think of his surname.
I used to like Steve Irwin when he was alive.
From SAS. What's his surname? Middleton.
That's the fella, yeah. Who did you say there, James?
Steve Irwin, he was ace, he was. Another guy that killed by Stingray, yeah. All the dangerous things he messed with, killed by Stingray.
A tweet yesterday from, so you know, is it MGM that have a lion? There's their kind of type, roles in with. So that's actually, this is a logo that they've had since like the 1920s, 1930s. So obviously CGI didn't exist then. So they actually set up in a studio with a proper lion up on some platform, camera and a sound guy, literally 2 meters away from it, filming it roaring, and you're thinking, you're crazy. That's a lion. Apparently, though, 3 days later, the tale goes this lion actually did attack its owner as well.
Yeah, you can't always trust them.
That is a nice view, Roberto. That is a nice view.
Yeah.
They're not short of trees around there, are they? Wow. Got to slow down, I'm going a bit fast.
I think the visibility is going to be very low on the mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
See
looking in the
heavy cloud
distance.
coming in now, yeah. I'm at 4,300 feet. I'm just coming into cloud now.
A bit rainy up ahead, Steve.
Thundering. Lightnings.
The thunder sounds in MSFS are pretty good. I had a storm a couple of days ago somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Oh, Southern France, Pepiquin, LFMP, I think it was.
Kilometers of kilometers of trees and nothing more.
Yeah. I was watching a video earlier of that helicopter bloke. He's got the bloke that taught him how to fly helicopters. Has got a load of land down by the Gulf Coast, and it was badly hit by that Hurricane Ada. They flew out to it the other day to have a look at what the damage was, and it's literally flattened. Yeah, it's got lots of he rents out like holiday sort of cabins out there, things like that, all along that way. Yeah, it's just literally flattened. Such a shame.
The trouble, ain't
Don't climb too
Yeah.
much in this part. You're going to lose the scenery.
Lose the scenery. Okay, coming back down. Did you watch that aeroplane repo years ago? It's still on the sky.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think it's edited though, isn't it? It's no way that what they do is real half the time.
Nah.
You can tell by the camera shots, like the way they shoot some of the videos. Like, if that was real, why are you leaving a cameraman behind?
Yeah.
To get beaten
Yeah.
up by the person you just stole the plane off.
Oh yeah, that's the one. It's where they take planes as a payment, don't they?
That's it.
Is that the one? Yeah, I know what you mean now.
It's usually they haven't paid the lease fees or something to the bank.
Yeah.
They sneak into these airfields and off they get.
there's one of these Bailey programs on Channel 5 somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, they went to an airport. And I think they can't remember what air. It was a big airline as well. I think one of the biggies. I think it was EasyJet actually.
Really?
Yeah.
They're just going to take one of your A320s.
Yeah, owed a load of money. And they were like laughing and joking while they were driving there, saying, "Yeah, we'll just stick one of the notices on one of their planes. Just take that as a down payment if they don't pay up."
You do hear tales of sometimes airline captains having to pay for fuel on a credit card in certain locations, don't you?
Do you?
Yeah, it's I mean probably less common that way. You know, if they've had to divert somewhere, and for some reason their airline doesn't have a fuel account with that particular airport's provider, then they've got to
Out comes the MasterCard.
either that or have a whip round.
Steve, do you
Yeah,
remember?
for all of us to land safely, we need to donate some money from each passenger.
Steve, do you remember how much do we have to climb in this first stage? 6,000? I haven't flown since the last time.
16,000 we need to get up to.
No,
ultimately,
that's on
at our highest
Dear
point.
Urcos. That's the last part. Just to not climb all the. So I think for this first part of mountains we need to climb to 6,000.
Yeah,
6,000, yeah.
yeah.
But somebody at Microsoft did a nice job putting all these trees in.
Work with the apprentice.
Generic trees, I suppose. Unless they use Google Earth to take pictures.
But this
and
is
stuff.
a natural reserve. It's prohibited
Right.
to cut the trees here.
Lot of animals roam down there. Yeah, it's getting a bit grey now, isn't it, the clouds?
Certainly is.
I did that rose tour yesterday, not the rose, the daffodil one.
Oh
I
yeah.
stuck to live weather just to make it a bit interesting. Oh, it was just rain all day, constantly. Very challenging landings.
Was you okay with that? Because there's one of the legs that were.
Yeah, I didn't read that.
You
I know what you're going to say. Plan better.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked. I was like, I'm heading east here. I should be heading north.
Yeah.
How much length do you fly yesterday?
I did them all in one day. I did.
Yeah, because I was the first in the board of flights this month, and today I'm second.
Oh. I'm making up for lost time. I am. Missed out loads last week. I think I finished off 2 tours yesterday. I finished off the one I was doing. Can't remember which one it was now. In San Juan, I think it was. Finished that one off, and then I did the daffodil yesterday, and then today I've done the rose. So I bombarded Pete with a load of requests for my new badges.
Keep him busy.
Nearly up to 1,000 hours now on Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Nice.
It's impressive, James.
Well, I don't know if that's the original stats, because they lose a lot of people's hours.
Yeah, I lost a lot of mine. I had about 600. I lost them all.
What I like of the short flights of tour of Finland is you fly a leg, just land, put some fuel, put
And off I go, yeah.
put the next route directly in the GPS.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
continue
I just got- I
flying.
just
You don't need to get out and load the flight plan. Nothing.
No, I do real time and then just put it in each
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are that short anyway, they ain't got many waypoints in between anyway, so it's VOR. Or VFR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a
mess.
mishap where I forgot to put fuel in today.
I thought it appealed to people the way I designed those like tiny little literally short hops, you know, that you could do all in one go. I thought it's something different.
It's probably broke the freaking FAA rules or whatever. Who are we under in this country? I don't know. But anyway, for flying hours.
FAA. Yeah.
No brakes at all, just kept going. Well, the brake was while it's on autopilot, you just step out of the ring, but you couldn't do that on a real plane, could you?
No, definitely.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's more fun just doing these little short hops
Yeah, definitely.
than waiting 4 or 5 hours for an Airbus flight or something.
Yeah.
I've run out of all the Airbus flights I've done now, so I'm just doing all the short hops.
Yeah, I've done all the
And then there's the round the world one I've got to do yet.
Yeah, I've got the 747 ones to do next. I did try one, but I got 6 hours into one and crashed the desktop.
Oh dear.
I restarted it and did it again, but I thought, oh, I'm not doing that again.
Well, I'm on their Discord now, so I'll just keep an eye out when they've updated.
Yeah.
That the Salty simulation.
Yeah.
Salty, and then I got heavy one as well for the 787.
Yeah.
That's still going.
Yeah, they got a live Discord.
I thought they'd stopped it for some reason.
No, that other one they've just recently announced they've stopped now. Which one is it? I've got it.
Mega Pack.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pointless exit. It was good at the start, but then obviously after every update they had to redo every single library again to make it compatible.
Oh, they banged out loads today in the
Yeah.
early days.
I think they just got fed up with doing maintaining it.
I've still got pink interiors on mine.
Yeah, I have.
So it's just normal now for everyone.
Yeah.
I just call it the Dreamliner interior. Special lighting. Oh, getting into the mountains now. This is beautiful.
This is the east part of the Andes Cordillera, the Andes Mountains.
Alright.
It's we are going to pass some mountains, and then we are going to let out let back the rainforest and start to getting into the high mountains. You are going to see how the nature changes from a lot of trees to almost nothing.
Your mountain. But there's no life up there either, is there, on the mountains? Not much anyway.
Yeah, there's some plants that they're called ichus that they grow very high mountains. We have llamas, vicuñas, alpacas,
Oh wow.
that kind of animals.
They're weird, aren't they, alpacas? Weird animals.
It's like a camel. It's from the family of the camels, but without
spit as well.
without a hitch.
Like
Without a hatch.
llamas as
Without a
well,
hatch.
mate. Same sort of family.
I love how it simulates the sun rays coming through the clouds as well. That's clever.
Yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it?
And it has no how do you call that technology? Ray rays.
Ray tracing.
Ray trace. It has
Yeah.
With the ray tracing, it must be really feeling like you're in the real world.
Yeah. That's DirectX 12 in it when it comes in. When they add it. Hey, I finally caught you two up. Throttling the engine.
I think
for half an hour.
we are going to turn into the clouds.
Yeah, looks that way.
you high enough, Steve?
Right, couldn't clear this mountain. Oh, clearly now.
Rainbows.
Oh, that might be a pot of gold at the end of it.
Rainbows. 2 rainbows. This plane doesn't have wipers.
Right. Get out, Duke South.
I think that for security we have to climb a little bit.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the mountains. So, no, 11,000?
Yeah.
Can't see now, it's fog.
I didn't hear about it until after the fact. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't go after it based on it. Nobody.
Look at that. Rainbow, my lovely. Not too long.
To think about climbing, James.
Hey, Brad. Get up.
Where you live, Roberto? You're in quite a big city.
Yeah, I'm on the capital, Lima.
Right. So do you get much nature sort of coming into the city?
Do we have what?
Do you get much nature animals coming into the city from the
No.
forest?
No.
No.
Our coast is very desertic.
Right.
Because due to the high mountains, our rivers are very high-speed rivers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Very with a high degree of inclination. So the valleys are narrow.
Okay.
Our coast is very deserted.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a nice place to live, Roberto?
Yes and no. I think like everyone, no? Has I like it a lot. I used to live here. It's a cosmopolitan city, but I get out of Lima in the weekends. So in summer we go to the beach. We have a camper in a club. So we will go all the weekends to the beach. And here here in Lima is well, here in Peru we have like 117 micro weathers. You can be here in Lima and you just go. It's 45 kilometers to the east. You climb to 800, 900 meters over sea level, and it can be winter in Lima, and you can be swimming in a pool in Chosica. Just 46 kilometers of the coast. Because it's sunny in winter. It's 26 degrees in the day. In the night it's cold, but in the day you can be on the pool in shorts and t-shirts.
How are the winters for you? Is it quite extreme or is it mild?
No, it's cold due to the humidity. We have over 90% of humidity here in Lima, so you feel it's different because first of all we don't have really winter clothes here in Lima, so it's not so cold, but the sensation is cold.
Yeah.
The problem here in Peru right now is the security. It has been a little bit dangerous in the streets right now. A lot of Venezuelan bad people, because there are also a lot of good Venezuelan people here, but there came a lot of criminals also.
Yeah. What are your gun laws like there? Are you allowed to own a gun, or you're very
Yes.
strict?
Yes, I have a Beretta 9 short, 9mm short. You can get your permission to use a gun.
Right.
But if you use it, you're going to be in a very bad situation. Laws here seems that they protect the criminals and not the good people.
Right.
But
I think we might need to climb a bit.
I'm at 11,000.
I'm too low then, I need to go up. I was at 9,000.
better climb on a steep degree.
I just noticed the hills in front of me are getting a bit closer.
Is it quite common, Roberto, to own a gun then? Is it quite common for people in Lima to own a gun?
Yes. A lot of people have a gun. Well, in my case, I see guns since I was a young boy, because the brothers of my father and the brothers-in-law of my father, they also all have been part of the police department. So,
Right.
but I just pray. I never had the
Use it,
yeah, never had to use it.
in anger.
But if my family is in danger, I will use it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Protect your own.
On my own.
Yep.
Also.
So you protect your own. I would as well too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Man's job.
If I knew that I have some advantage to take out the gun and take him down, because I don't want to be a hero neither.
Yeah, yeah.
If they want to get my car and he just put me a gun in my head, keep the car.
Take the car.
Yeah,
Take it.
take it. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I used to watch a program on the telly called Banged Up Abroad.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
showed Peru came up on there a lot, where people were drug smuggling out there and got caught. They got one of the worst prisons in Peru in the world. But you wouldn't want to end up in the prison over there. Ooh, you're lucky to come out alive anyway.
Don't really try and avoid prison anyway. It's not a pleasant place.
It's just these gullible people. They get like, oh, make £2,000, like just smuggle these drugs out of the country. And usually first time they'll do it, they get away with it, and then they get greedy and go back and do it again and get caught the second time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I can see mountain right in front of me.
Yep, so can I.
11,000 feet. I need to turn quick. Shoot.
I think we need to climb a little bit more.
Yes.
A lot more.
A lot more.
14,000.
I just about saw that then out in the clouds. Wow.
Right, I'm gonna head off, guys.
Alright, mate. No worries.
Alright, nice
Bye-bye.
chatting.
See you later.
See you
Good
later.
luck. Watch out for mountains.
I'll put the video later.
Imagine how scary that is in the real world if that ever happened. Oh, God.
Goodness, yeah.
Oh, that German week. No, what was that plane that crashed at Kathmandu? Bloody hell. You just come out the cloud like that and saw a mountain. Oof. 12,500 I am, but still in danger.
Yeah, same here.
I'm determined to keep it on live ever though.
So am I.
Gets a bit boring when you got no clouds or nothing.
Yeah.
else has seriously impaired my ability to giggle and makes my brain all wonky and I don't like it.
I'll watch my airspeed now because I climb steep.
Keep in mind that I'm steep, I'm about 115 knots. Full power. Climbing at 1,000 feet per minute.
At 110 knots.
Yeah, and me. But I think we're safe now. Just about. Oh no, I'm not. Uh-oh. Mountain again.
Yeah, I'm
Shoot.
at 13,000.
I'm at 13 and a half and nearly at a mountain again. Oh God.
Need to be at 16, I think. That's a safe
Yeah.
height.
Let's go all the way to 16.
Yeah, I'm a bit off the flight plan here because I'm just dodging mountains.
Great song or anything.
Just to stay on course.
Last time we flight with clear weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just too easy. Saying that though, when we get to the next airport, that might be a different story. I love how the rain just batters the screen. Nearly up to 15,000 now.
40.
But on 80 speed.
out of the clouds, all of a sudden, found a break in the clouds.
Just see you to my right.
Does the snowy mountains are in sight, or?
No, no snow melt, no snow. Yeah.
This isn't about being smart.
I can see an outline of the mountains now.
Back into cloud again.
Those mountains are permanent glaciers.
All green for the bits I can see.
Yeah, you'll come up to a break in the cloud very shortly, Roberto. You're on the same course as me.
Oh, more mountains.
I'm starting to see some snow now.
Oh yeah, I can actually see daylight now.
I see the break in the clouds. James, when we pass Urcos, the DOR, just don't turn following the GPS. Just follow a little bit till you see a small town, and follow not the river, but follow not the street, how do you say?
It's like a highway.
Highway.
Yeah, road. I remember this now, yeah.
Funny how the weather's just changed now.
I don't know
Yeah.
who. I don't remember who followed the river last time and have to climb again because of the mountains.
Oops.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was very close.
Left night while spring break in South Africa. COD is
Safe now, finally.
I can see snowy mountains ahead.
They were both actually sold.
Oh wow, that is unbelievable. It's just breathtaking.
Hudson Street Hotel. Initially,
When you get a break in the clouds and you see the view, it's like, oh my goodness.
So barren.
I won't post a screenshot yet. I want you to witness
the
it.
last checkout indicated I want advice to go and sooner.
You can actually hear the wind as well. The wind's picked up.
It's more that winds is turbulence because of the mountains.
Like bouncing off each of the mountains.
Get ready, James. You're about to break through and see the view that I saw.
You can see snow coming off.
Did ya? Yeah.
Right.
turning now.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't it? Beautiful, isn't it? Just the way it appears, it's like, wow.
The left mountains with snow is the Nevado Sinacara. It's 5,450 meters high, and
Right.
it's called Cuzco. And we're going to see a little bit far. The biggest one is the Ausangate. It's I think it's the second highest here in Peru. It's 6,384 meters.
I don't think these planes would get over that, would they? I think that's too high for us.
I think so. No, which is the roof of this plane? I think it's
22,000, is it?
Yeah.
I've not seen this highway yet, unless I've gone too far.
No, you won't yet. Nowhere near it yet.
Okay. Oh, I can see that river now.
No.
It's
I
after the
think
waypoint.
this waypoint is not Urcos yet. Huh? This waypoint is Tomix. You have to turn to Urcos.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow and the
You
next
are
one.
seeing,
The next
yeah.
one is the one that you have to get a little bit long of the waypoint and follow the
Oh, yeah.
Follow the road, yeah.
because we're going to end on another part. just follow me.
Slow right down and let you overtake me on
All guide.
Have you corrected your course, James?
Say again, sorry?
Have you corrected your course?
Yeah, I'm just going towards the next waypoint.
Okay.
15,000 at the minute. Well, that should be going
Yeah.
up, not down.
You can start descending a little bit.
To what?
We have all the main entrances and the garage covered, hallways and service tunnels and visual
Especially you, Stephen. You're very high.
Yeah, I'm going down to 15.
I'll start reading pieces.
150.
See farms or something down below, so there's people living around here.
Yep.
Oh, there's quite a lot of buildings over there.
Sorry?
There's a lot of buildings onto my left here.
Actually, there must not be buildings. Like there must be small townhouses.
Yeah.
But you know, Microsoft.
Just generic buildings, aren't they?
Artificial intelligence puts high buildings everywhere.
I can see the road now. That's not the one, the CU115 I can see. That's directly below me now.
It's in the next valley. This first road is not the one. It's in the first mountains.
You see all that cloud and now there's hardly anything.
Well, I think it's going to be clear to land on Cuzco.
Oh, that's good there.
can't go any slower, so I'll stall if I go any slower.
Not far behind you.
Careful with the mountains in front of you, James.
Yeah, I'm a
to
bit
pass-
low now.
We have to pass the mountains and then start to descend.
So just clear it.
How long have you worked here? 6+ years. Appreciate your time. Can I ask you a question?
Right, passing to manually flight.
So this is the bit where you don't follow the river.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right, got you.
Are you excellent? We're going to read a finishing interview. Doesn't look like either of our victims was getting.
Dan Keller's girlfriend describes him as overtly sexual and aggressive towards women because of any problems in their relationship. And his friends said they were out partying.
Hear
prior to
some-
his death.
some thunders.
Yeah.
Not far away.
What do you mean?
Big guys.
I hope.
Either being consensual or
The city on the left, James, is the city of Urcos.
Oh,
That's why that VOR is called Urcos. And the city in front is called Andahuaylias. It's a very beautiful small town. I have been there when I was a kid.
Wales living up here. Quite a big city down there, isn't it?
No, it's a small town. It has one of the oldest churches of Peru.
So we just follow the highway now, do we then?
Yep.
Roberto, straight
Yep.
straight on. Oh, I see what you mean now. So the river goes down there to the right
Yeah.
Yeah.
into danger.
Oh, where you go? Don't worry about it. Tell us.
Big same as Carl Kenny and then spring break. Spent some last night in front of brunette in a big dress. Both have been drinking for most of the day, and they only caught Cuzco from before they left the party. We found the body posed just like the others.
Sounds like our theory about the partners was right. Woman loves the victim back and she offers up a okay. Pass it on.
That's the road that takes you from Cuzco to Andahuaylias, the city I told you.
Okay.
Notice they saw us at the other hotel. We need to go back to Hudson Street. We believe at least one of our hotels is either a guest at the Hudson Street Hotel or possibly an employee there. We have agents to do what we can to get high road.
Is that a railway track that runs by the side of it? A railway track that runs by the side of it? It's like a railroad at the side of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
If you want to go to Machu Picchu, Cuzco, you need to take the train. You have to come and visit Peru sometime. Before the
Yeah,
com-
hopefully
before,
when the...
before the communists destroy my country.
South America.
Drugs or alcohol in the equation, and now we're dealing with their victims.
Even with the mention of Ray, now personality fueled by intoxication believes that we can control the situation and eventually gain the upper hand.
We'll need to blanket three suppliers from other hotels and bartenders. We have got 2 days until this spring break ends, so let's get to work. Hey, gosh, I think we got something. Check this. No reported mail rating in the area. It's not surprising, it's like on the way. So, looked at video surveillance.
You pass that narrow part of the valley.
No, we can't say but coming.
You need to make a little turn to the left, and you will see the airport.
That would be William Brown.
We're going straight in onto runway 28.
Yeah, that's the normal landing runway. Normally, you land on 28 and you take off on 10. Because you have high mountains on the other side.
Yeah. Similar to Lukla. One way in and one way out.
Yeah.
Garcia, I need everything you can find on Adam Jackson. Nick, he's on the scene. Good to have one. Where's Adam Jackson?
I don't know, what's going on?
The day before the first murder, you had an altercation with the victim.
It's spring break, it comes to the airport.
Adam stepped in. He doesn't strike me as the type to stand up.
Adam's being a jerk. Adam happened to be there.
And you didn't think it was weird.
Another good one I missed was when you did that flight to Paro. I did attempt to do it myself. That was really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's watching a guy on YouTube do it. Oh dear.
Yeah. Easy.
Supposed to be
It's easy when you're watching someone else do it, and then when you do it yourself, you're like, am I supposed to turn there or not?
I have a landing challenge. I think it's on November. I don't remember when. Steve, do you remember? That is near Trujillo in Peru. It's a small runway. It's a private runway. It belongs to a mining company. It's very difficult landing.
Yeah.
was left in custody of his stepfather, Mark Harrison.
It's like mountain one as well.
Responsible for the Dallas.
Oh, what, that one that I did when I didn't take part that time?
See Mark Harrison back then, right? Striking these those lines.
The partner seemed to keep doing
Just a rock, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Was that France or somewhere like, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I can't believe that's an actual official airport. Or, well, it's probably for helicopters, isn't it? Rescue helicopters or something.
Yeah.
It's probably their base or something. This looks quite populated. Three reds, one white.
You're in a lot of trouble.
Where's the nearest pub? Grande beer. Cueva, is it? Is it Cueva in Spanish?
What?
How do you pronounce beer in Spanish? Is it Cueva?
Beer?
Cerveza.
Cerveza.
Cerveza, yeah, that's it.
Cerveza.
Grande, por favor.
But here we call it chela.
Ah,
Just like Spanish people call the birra. No, birra is Italian.
Yeah.
It's also Italian. We call it chela.
I'm safely down.
not me. That was awesome.
Beautiful, isn't it? See.
How we all survived, I don't know. It's that little message that comes up on the screen here. It's got next DTK in 2 seconds, 1 second, 0. Never seen that before. On the main screen, like it was just a little box that came up.
I was outside for you as well.
Not sure if it was telling me it was an exit or something.
Yeah, it could be the next taxiway. Yeah.
DTK, I'm going to Google that.
Airwego A320, yeah.
That's an international airport then,
Yes.
Roberto.
International.
Oh. Looking at the jetways and stuff. So what DTK means.
You like the route, James?
I loved it, yeah, it was brilliant. Cheers for that, Roberto. Very lovely scenery.
Yeah.
You sold Peru now, you have. You sold it to me. Just trying to see what this message means, what came up.
Have you exited, James?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, there you go.
Next to
Screenshots.
next to you, yeah. Yeah, you're in front of me, Steve, facing me. I don't know what this DTK thing is there. Can't find it on the web. Yeah, the weather looks nice here anyway. Nice and sunny.
Guys like you and I aren't exactly the fighting type. Guys, since one person we deserve to treat them. Now I'm really confused because you just told me that you don't remember the fight. I don't. I mean, I do. You don't, but you do. Can you explain to me how that works? Remember I grabbed that ass and I tried to stop them. I see that through
No, DTK is Desire Track. That's what it stands for. It's the ground track you're actually flying on.
I found one of the bodies. I didn't want you to take the easy way out.
Interesting.
This one went fine. Yeah.
As soon as I mentioned beer, the message just came up. I thought it might be directing me to the nearest pub.
We've been friends since I was just a kid. Are you lovers? No. Well, why did she pay for everything you have? It's not like it's a handout. Work out the hotel, so I pay her back. Does she pay for the drugs also?
Roberto,
Yep.
I recorded that
I told you.
Yep.
as well. So I don't know
Arranged.
what you said about taking snippets from other people's recordings and putting it, like, editing it into one.
Yep. Yep.
Where did you want me? Do you want me to upload it to the YouTube, but do it as private?
Yeah. Okay. And I download it from there.
And you can download it from there. Yeah,
2003, you were focused.
the easier option, wouldn't it? I think.
From the look of the file, the police didn't do a very thorough job at the end.
So it's land. Oh, that's gone, isn't it? Base ops next week.
Yeah, where from? Can't remember now.
Check.
Let's have a look.
Events.
Gatwick to Palmer.
Ooh, nice.
A320 flight there.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've got scenery for that Palmer. Have a look.
What color are you guys?
Blue?
I'm sure I've got that scenery.
Who is the current president of the United States? Did you murder Dan Kelly?
Did you murder William Browder?
No.
No. What is 36?
Maybe just Sim.
Altercation with Browder. Is there anything else you've learned from home?
Did you murder Dan Kelly?
Did you leave work the night William Browder was killed?
Have you ever had a sexual relationship